Welcome to Self-Reliance Armament. Today, water purification. Right after this. Welcome back to Self-Reliance Armament. I'm your host, Drew Dorns, and today we are going to be doing water purification. All right, so, this is one of our pillars of survival, is being able to get water. All right, and when I talk about survival, I'm not just talking about, the crazy zombie apocalypse thought. I'm talking anything from a tornado, hurricane, natural disasters, anything where you cannot depend on your current infrastructure. So you need to know how to survive without that infrastructure. So what we have here is some nasty lake water. This is from a lake nearby that is not known for having great water. All right. So we also got a meter to tell us what is drinkable, what's not drinkable. And I forgot to grab my pen because we're going to mark down everything here. All right, so all the way here at the end, I got a cup full of the best filtered water I have in the house. It goes to the tap and goes to the through an additional filter that we have. Then I have regular tap water. All right. Then we are going to test a Life Straw knockoff. All right, this is just an Amazon version of Life Straw. Oh God, that water stinks. And then we have the actual Life Straw. And then we are going to do boiling. We're going to boil the water, and we're going to put it into this cup that has a coffee filter on it. Right? So sticking to, a lot of things that we have here in the house. So the first thing I'm going to do is we are going to get this water boiling. So it's going to take some time. We got to let it cool off afterwards. Right. Okay. So we'll let that come to a boil on our MSR. All right, and then we're going to start testing. So after I test each thing that we're checking out, I am going to dip it and swirl it into this water, make sure we get anything dirty out of it. Okay, so first we are going to check our lake water. So our lake water is 182 ppm. Okay. And our filtered tap water is only 7. Okay. So next we are going to check our regular tap water. That's weird. That was 304. That's insane. Let me just double check that real quick. Okay. Apparently, my tap water is disgusting. Got it. All right. All right, so now we are going to do the Life Straw, or the Life Straw knockoff. All right, so we want, gonna take this, and if you thought I was going to put this water in my mouth, you are absolutely insane. So I rigged this up to give these a try. All right. All right. All right, so we got some extra water in there, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so I'm gonna close this up. Do an iron. All right. So now we are going to check a Life Straw knockoff. Here. And somehow it went up to 186. All right. Now, for our actual Life Straw. That should be enough. And we're to a roll and boil on that. So we're gonna turn that off and wait for that to cool off a little bit. All right, and time to check the Life Straw. 190. All right. Now we're gonna wait for that to cool down for a little bit.
As a lumberjack, I've been cutting wood for decades. I see the wood, I chop the wood. My axe goes through every time. You remember when everyone bought all the toilet paper? And they wanted me to wear these things? And someone invested a lot of money into this stuff. They say I'm part of a global plan. I don't think so. It's too hot, it's too cold. You know what? The weather changes. We even hear crazy ideas on how kids should learn.
Here's the news, Dad.
Is it, son? Is it?
What about this one, Dad?
Nope. It's hard to tell what's real and what's fake these days. At the New American, they cut through the baloney and give me the truth.
Right now, you can visit thenewamerican.com and get 25% off your subscription.
Okay, so I am gonna pour this water into this glass. And that's good. Just filter off. And it's on. And we are going to test. For 60. Hold on. Okay then. Or 60 made it, or boiling it made it worse on these ppms. Okay. I am not exactly sure what's going on here. And this thing says that even my regular tap water is not suitable for drinking. So, bear with me. I'm going to go look for another test. Be right back. A quick word from our sponsors. Self-Reliance Armament is sponsored by Blackout Coffee. Blackout Coffee supports conservative values, military, and first responders. Blackout Coffee offers fast and free shipping with their family roasted coffee beans. Make America awake again. With Blackout Coffee, peanut butter cup. I love this. I absolutely love this flavor. You can use my code SRA20 to get 20% off your next order and support my channel. So I just got back from the store. Come to find out, I don't know anything about testing water. So I went out and got these safe home kits. They test bacteria in water because that's what we're actually running after. ppms that this was measuring has to do with water hardness. So instead of doing water hardness, we're going to do these tests. Right? And they take approximately, get accurate results within 24 hours. So we're going to fill them all up. We're going to get them labeled. And we are going to wait and we'll check in on it another time. So let me just take a look at how far I have to fill them. All right. I'd fill them most of the way. Okay. All right. We'll get this started. A little too far. Count some of it. Now that is done, we'll just pour everything into there when we're done getting our samples. Tap. So we're not going to do tap water or any other water because, quite frankly, this test is not cheap. So we're only doing the dirty water and our different purification methods. Now these tests do test for 50 different types of bacteria. So we will be finding out. The only thing that I'm not sure of is if there's any bacteria in our actual source water. So we'll be finding out for sure. All right. All right. All right. So we will check back tomorrow and see what our results are. All right. Checking back about 23, 22 hours since we did the bacteria test on our water samples. And unfortunately, our source is not showing any bacteria being in it. So that kind of throws everything off. As you can see, everything's the same color from our source, Life Straw knockoff, Life Straw, and our boil. All right, I'm gonna let these sit for a little bit longer, probably over the weekend, see what happens. But at this point, we're probably gonna have to find a nastier source of water, and to really test these out. But you know, we'll see. This is what happens with science. All right. If you like what you see here at Self-Reliance Armament, check out our sponsors, and happy shooting, happy prepping. This has been Drew Dorans, out.